What's up, guys? It is Will here, back again for another episode of Collectors Mingle. We have a great panel, a lot of great topics on the docket for this evening. We're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff. Of course, the Grand Inquisitor, the Obi-Wan line, the Inart Batman, of course, Battinson. We need to talk about that. Sentimental figures, talk about 2.0s. What 2.0s do we want to see? Talking about multiples of figures. A lot of cool things coming at you right around the corner. Yo, what is up, everybody? Look at this beautiful panel that we got on the screen right now. This is beautiful. Carlos has the best die-cast pan collection in all of collecting. Leo with the beautiful detops as always. Jenner, so I can see her right there. Marco looking classy as hell back there with that display. And Dean, come on, bro, flexing for the ladies. Just willing to do the job at a moment's notice. And look at that beautiful collection you have behind you. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. It's going to be some cool topics, a lot of feel-good stuff, because it's that time. We got to do that type of thing. So let's adjust the panel before we adjust the chat and get into everything. Carlos, your username, bro, it's problematic. Yep. I might just ban you myself.
I mean, it's probably... I mean, it's a great, username. I was actually kicked out of a stream yesterday for saying that the race scope.
I heard.
Yeah,
as you deserved, honestly.
Best card kid, best card kid. You're always blocking me. This is starting to get too much, but I'm just kidding. No, I really don't care at the end. But no, I just think the sculpt sucks all the time.
Which one? All of them?
All of them. They're all shit.
Yeah. I'm looking at her right here, and she looks beautiful to me. So
no, she doesn't.
She's pretty good. She's not. Yeah, I was telling Marco. I was telling Carlos. I was like the Rey sculpt from Rise of Skywalker. I don't think it's perfect, but it's good. It's in the category of good, not great. I feel like.
Yeah, it's okay.
Decent,
it's good.
But I think someone was saying it was like Yondu level. I was like, stop.
Not quite.
That's pretty far.
That's a different.
Yeah, that's what I was like. No, it's okay, but it's not Yondu. It's not like
it's not Yondu or Hela or Killmonger or something like that.
Or like Krennic, Muff.
Battle Damage 85 is also really good. It's a really good one.
Yeah. But it's not like one of those like Tarkin type, figures.
Yeah.
So.
Tarkin, yeah. Well, good to have you here, Carlos. Happy to have you, man. And Dean the Dream, bro. The ladies are just waiting for you to speak. Can you please give them what they're asking for?
Yes. When I figure out what that is, I'll let you know.
How you doing? How you doing tonight?
Yeah. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just hanging out with my dog.
Oh shit.
We were watching TV, and then Will was like, "Bro, I need you," and I was like, "Say less." Here I am.
You're my brother, dude. That's why.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. It's funny, like, say less is not something that everyone knows. I said it to someone one time, and they were like confused. They were like almost offended, and I was like, you Urban Dictionary it, please.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Yeah. But Dean,
like
happy to have you in Carl. Yeah, see Cap, I'm not really caught on to yet. Like I'm not quite that young.
I know what it means, but I still don't understand it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Are we getting to that age?
You know
what I mean?
So. Yeah.
Like I feel like we
apparently you both are. I'm not.
Yeah.
Carlos, you're older than me, dude.
I'm past 30, so I'm definitely old.
See, me too. Leo, how you doing, man?
What's
Looking
up, bro?
fly as hell over there, like you always do with your beard. And my beard, just pales in comparison. But how you doing?
What's
man?
up, bro? I'm chilling, man. Glad to be here, bro. It's been an eventful weekend. So yeah.
I saw you dancing. Was it a wedding or?
Yeah, it was it was an African. Well, actually, it wasn't a full on African wedding. It's just that the groom he has West Indian background. So of course, he had them there. Like it was like they're basically West Indian and also African. And it was just kind of a mixed type of a wedding, but it was really good, bro. It was a beautiful wedding, a beautiful event. Yeah, we had a good time, man. We had a really, really, really good time. Yeah,
nice.
It looked fun.
Bro.
Yeah, I had to. Despite one little bit of a mishap, I had to check this drunk dude who he was talking reckless a little bit, and I'm like, okay,
shit.
Don't let the powder blue suit fool you, my man. Like for real, don't let it fool you, fam. Like for real, like it's not that type of party for real. But his boy got it under control. You know what I mean? So he got it under control. But other than that, it was a good event, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I thought you were gonna
That's
say
crazy,
like.
though.
I thought you were gonna say that they didn't let you bring a figure or something. You know what I mean?
yeah. bring a
I thought he
figure to
was.
the
I thought he
wedding.
was saying Inart's better than Hot Toys. I was like,
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's what it was.
Serious.
Nah.
Those are fighting words.
Nah. It didn't even get that. For that, I'd probably laugh at him for that one. But you know what I mean.
Like
But
if he
yeah.
walked up to you and be like, "Jaren Urso sucks." Like,
Yeah,
that's
that would
the
get a
type of
laugh.
shit you fight over.
Nah, that we could laugh. You know,
Oh, okay.
that right there, I'd be like, yo, that's some funny shit. But this,
Yeah, right.
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
you might want to ease up a little bit, brother.
Yeah. Well, at least you had fun, man. Sounds like a
Yeah,
good
it was
time,
cool.
but-
It was definitely cool, man.
Marco, how you doing, man? It's good to have you back. I know it's been at least a couple weeks, I know, and I'm sure we'll see Gigi in the chat here any second.
Absolutely. I think she's ready to troll today. And yeah, thank you for having me. I was traveling all weekend. And but yeah, when Will hits you up you got to answer the call, especially to stream with this panel. Like, couldn't miss the opportunity. So
Thanks,
I am struggling a bit. If I'm having trouble putting some sentences together, I may need a bit of a hair of the dog. So we'll see. That's a last resort thing there. But yeah, looking forward to this.
Well, I saw you traveling on, I think it was Instagram or something like that. So it looked pretty cool, man. I got to do some traveling myself here.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. It's always good to refresh the batteries for sure.
What is hair of the dog, Marco? I don't think I've heard that before.
Hair of the dog is like when you're drinking all weekend. Sometimes you just need to, continue it. Just grab another beer and just keep.
So that's what that means.
Get the hair of the dog that bit you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See. Yeah, I don't know these things. I've never drank alcohol before, so that's.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a weirdo, I guess.
Well,
No.
ever.
No, ever. There was one time when I was like a young kid, and my mom was like, "Hey, try this wine," and I was like, "Okay," and I spit it out. So, yeah, but that was it.
Yeah,
That
'cause
was the only time.
I've had alcohol, but I just don't drink, and people always think it's weird. I'm like,
Really?
I think it's a good life decision to not drink alcohol.
Yeah, I
honestly.
usually get
Like, I
compliments
respect
for it.
that.
They're like, "Oh, cool, that's good for you." Yeah.
oh yeah, no. People are always like, what? What do you mean?
When's the last time you
You
drank?
don't drink? I'm like, no.
When's the last time
Maybe
you did
like
go drinking?
4 or 5 years ago.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't drink, Dean?
No. When I used
Yeah.
to DJ, like in the bars and
Yeah.
clubs, I would get one Moscow Mule like for the night,
Yeah.
and that would be it.
Because that's like the environment. It's hard not to drink when you're in that type of environment. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I don't drink, don't smoke, so I'm good.
Yeah. See.
You guys are great role models, honestly.
Definitely not my thing, man. Definitely not my thing. I mean, for reasons. I mean, for reasons. Definitely. But I just never. You know what it is about alcohol, bro? And I tell people this story, they think I'm playing. Like when we used to live, like you walk outside, I walk down the street, there was a bar. What do you see outside the bar? You see bottles of beer, but it's not beer in them, it's piss. So I was like, you know what? Seeing that, just kind of even at a young age, I was like, yeah, nah, I would never. Nah, it's just not.
People
It's not
piss
my
in their
thing.
beer bottles?
Yeah, bro. People used to piss in beer bottles back in the day,
Oh
bro.
shit!
Like,
See, I'm not
straight up.
I didn't go to bars.
Yeah,
so.
they used to piss in beer bottles, empty beer bottles, and some piss in them outside, bro. They used to always do that shit. So I was like, yeah, nah. But I mean, other than that, like my dad and mom's side of the family, well, actually, more so my dad's side of the family. It's a lot of alcoholics, man. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good, I'm straight. So never had the urge.
I grew up with my dad was a cop, still is actually. So I just grew up like not doing that. He didn't drink because he had to work, and as I got older, I was like, if I'm out here doing fucked up shit, getting in trouble with my friends, getting arrested for drinking underage and stuff, I was like, that looks bad on him,
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
that.
bro.
Out of respect, I never did it, so I grew up without that habit. Also, drinking is hella expensive.
I was going to say another benefit is more money for collectibles if you don't blow it all at the bar.
Dude. Because I would go, I'd go out to eat with my friends, and my bill would be, $20-$30, and their bill was like 60, 70.
Yep,
I'm
because
like,
of drinks. Yeah.
God damn, dude, you could have eaten fucking.
That's an
2 or 3
NRD,
times.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
See, got to think like a collector,
There
guys.
you go, guys.
Yeah.
Tips and tricks on Will Fox Vacation.
See,
Channel.
bro?
Stop drinking.
Not just collecting advice, but
More
life
collectibles.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, let's adjust the chat real quick so we can jump into our first topic. 2K3 in the house. Sup, gentlemen? What's up, 2K3? Tyria, hello. Lewis the Bits, hello, everyone. Ren Santino, good evening, amazing panel and chat. Happy Sunday. Ren's the artist himself. Ren's, I promise your prints are going up soon. My dad and mom helping me hang some stuff, so we're working on that. Dockinator, the Fox in the Feet. What's up, Dockinator? AJ Agarusa, what's up? Hello, friends. Hope all is well. AJ, how you doing, man? Bob Dylan, time for mingling feet. Yeah, that's one way to describe it.
The fuck is? Come on, man! I knew it was
see,
still
Carlos
up there,
knew.
bro.
See,
I
couldn't
knew
miss
it
an
was still up
opportunity.
there, man. Damn.
Hello, Blade 2.0. I don't, Sean Bean, you're gonna have to explain the Blade 2.0. That one to that.
Yeah, because of the questions, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But I don't know. Did he
see,
know?
Leo?
Did he know?
No, well, it was in. I think it was in the title. I forgot.
I was like, I didn't even know. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I forgot
You
what I
never prepare
titled the
though,
show.
Dean,
So.
so
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
Yeah,
the
how
brand.
dare you, Margo?
There you go.
Swagger, what's up, comics? Two Ferns, what's up, everyone? Tully, what's up, Will? With Voxification, hope all is well. Thanks so much, Tully. Hope all is well with you too, man. DT Artman, Blue Tattoo, Dean the Dream. See, Bob Dylan knows. Bob Dylan knows. Christian Lopez, yo. What's up, Christian? Christian told me he's gotten like every Inart pre-order so far, so I feel for you, Christian, on that one. Dinesh, what's up? Hey, everyone. Seifa, Will Sexification, yeah. Will Pimpification, according to Leal. So,
Yeah, definitely.
got lots of names. Tully said, what's up, Leal?
What up, man?
Mark Pearson, look at this smorgasbord of sexiness. Absolutely, Mark. Appreciate it, bro. Adamantium, Wolverpool. Hi, guys. How you doing, man? Linda Pennywise, president of the Pennywise fan club. Excuse me. Happy to have you here, Linda. Bob Dylan said Jimmy Dean with the sausage. Yeah,
Wow.
we'll take it. Mark Mitchell, hello all. Hugh, yo. Safe, I just pre-ordered Rooted Inart's Bats. Can't effing wait. Dude, nice, man. Nice. FBJ, what's good, everyone? Trevor Weedy. Love the last name, Trevor. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly. Hello. Josh McCoy, awesome panel tonight, fellas. The beard game is strong. Yeah. I'm stepping my game up with to keep up with these guys here. Not Carlos, though. Good for health. Hey, yo. What's up? Carlos, I know. 12-inch Moose Stream. Yo, what's up, 12-inch?
Head name.
12 inch.
I know. I see him on Facebook, too, and he comments that. He's like, 12-inch Moose Stream. I'm like, okay. It's a good Ray, but not a good Daisy Ridley. Yeah, that's true. Leon Walker said, good evening, everyone. Looking forward to talking figures while packing up figures. Move to oh, nice, Leon. Congrats, man, on that. Bob Dylan said no cap. Yeah, see, I got to figure out the no cap thing. I'm too old. How many of y'all pre-ordered Inart's The Batman figure? I guess we'll see. Blue Tattoos, we're going to talk about it. Will got the Zack Snyder lighting. Do I? Well, I guess I'll take it. You know, I like Snyder Cut.
Emo.
So. Yeah, exactly. I am emo. Here we go. Tobor, how's it going, man? Sean Bean, smash the like button. Thanks so much. S Beam. Let's see here. Who have we missed? Oh, Nick's Collectibles. What's up, Nick's? How's it going, man? Let's see. Well, to be honest, those who don't drink, smoke usually die earlier than those who do. Hey, if that's what the research says, then I'll take your word for it.
Wow.
So let's see here. I don't know about standing on the corner with the brown bag. Does that mean like alcohol? What does that mean? I don't know. We'll just take your word for it.
Like you hide your
Brown beer. It's
can.
alcohol in a brown bag. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I lived a sheltered life supposedly. So hot toys may kill you financially, but alcohol will do it financially and physically. See, we're all on the same page.
Not wrong.
Tremble Dust said I drink. It's in the budget. Hey, as long as you budget, I guess. Yomo, what's up, guys? Linda, what's up? Collector Chris, we all suffer from another addiction. That is true. Ren said, no worries. We'll take your time. Thanks, Renz. Appreciate it. Wayne B, hello, everyone, and yes to a Blade 2.0. Silent E at the end, but no worries. So it's Trevor Weed. Oh, okay. Still love the last name. Luminar in the house. Dude, Luminar.
What's going on with you?
Gracing us with her presence. Thank you for joining, Luminar. Benny Gregerson. Me. Hello, Benny. Yes, you are here. Tremble Dust. Could be me a few things that look corner bring back. Pre-ordered bat art. Yeah. Well, Brandon, pretty cool. So we're going to talk about that first, actually. Guys, let's not, again, as always, bury the lead. Inart the Batman. I want to share some pics. Inart is posted about this pretty extensively, I feel like. They've showed videos. They've showed pictures. They showed a lot of different things, right? This has been up for pre-order for, I know it came up like last week, something like that. So I want to ask you guys, do you feel like the proto delivers? We can also dive into like sort of how many SKUs there are. Is that a good thing? Should we have more options? Is it confusing? But I kind of want to start with just as the proto deliver. So Leo, I want to start with you because I don't know if I've heard your opinion on this yet. The Inart Batman. Is this something you're going to pick up? Are you happy with how the proto looks?
Well, like I said, for me, I've been standing on this, bro. I'm not getting either the Hot Toys or the Inart version until I see a Selena Kyle first. If I miss out on this one, I just miss out on it. I definitely want to see a Selena Kyle because it's going to make more sense to me. With that being said, the Inart version is dope. I think the head sculpt is spot on. You can't take it away. Whether it's the sculpted hair or the rooted hair. I think if you're going to order this piece, people are looking for realism. Of course, we know that with it's going to sacrifice a tad bit. There's going to be a sacrifice in the articulation versus realism because again, they're going to try to keep it as close as possible. We already know that. But I think that if you're getting it, you're getting a hell of a good figure. Either way, whether it's this one or Hot Toys, I think you're going to get a dope figure. Me, myself, like I said, I have my reasons. But, for those who are, yeah, man, I mean, it's the only thing is, like I said, if you're getting the all-in version, I mean, I don't understand them doing the all-in version with the same accessories for both. Unless they're just showing us what it looks like and it'd just be one set of accessories for it. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But yeah, I think it looks good, man. I mean, with all the accessories that do come with it, the tailoring on it, at first I was like, it looked a little thin, but then when I went back and I watched the film and then I actually saw this piece, I'm like, well, it's accurate in a sense. This though, the Bruce Wayne, that's the scary part. Because I think this head sculpt right here, this picture right here looks horrible to me. It looks scarable. It looks scary, scarable. It looks scary to me.
It does look off. I agree.
It looks it looks a bit off. I was talking about this earlier in the show. It's like this version, this Bruce Wayne looks like if you walked into like Macy's or somewhere, and you like when you walk into Macy's, you see the mannequin dressed up, and you shake the mannequin, and the hair just gets flopped around a certain way. You try to fix it back. That's what this looks like to me. You know what I mean? It just
That's
doesn't
what he looked like in the movie, though, too. So
yeah, exactly.
See,
right.
That photo looks really good, but then you look at this one and it's like, oh, it's off. But then you look at this one,
looks a tad bit off. But again, it just again, for me, yeah. I mean, for everybody's getting it, whoever's getting it, you're going to get a hell of a piece. But again, John already said, strictly from his mouth, and not something that I'm making up, is that they have no plans on releasing a Selena Kyle this year. They don't know about next year. So that just tells me that there's no interest in the figure right now, unless they basically go back and say, okay, we're going to, with everybody talking about it, we'll actually do it. But we already got their release schedule and the figures that they're basically working on, and not one figure on it says Selena Kyle. So we already know where they stand. So with that basically being said, I won't be purchasing this figure. If it's Hot Toys, Hot Toys, they have a space right now where they could do it. They might actually give us that release. Hopefully they do. But yeah, that's basically where I stand right now with it. But congratulations to everybody else. That Joker was an exception because I definitely wanted that Joker. And that Wonder Woman would be an exception because I love Wonder Woman. So, but other than that, yeah, this is a pass for me, but I'm happy for everybody else.
Yeah, totally understand that. So I'm going to jump around a little bit. So Carlos, with this Batman, bro, I'm pretty sure you pre-ordered this, right?
Yeah, I pre-ordered this one. I got the premium edition, so that's the rooted hair version, and then I got the Bat Signal one. So yeah, that's what I got. Honestly, I think these are really good. When looking at the Hot Toy one, I think even with Pennywise, it was the same thing. One looks like the actual, character, right? Like if it was pulled from the movie, well, the other one looks more like a toy, hence the name, still Hot Toys. But yeah, I mean, I pre-ordered this. I think this looks really great. I can't wait really for it to come out. I think they delivered. I agree with basically everyone that the Bruce Wayne at certain angles, it doesn't look good. But I think the video that they showed, it looked a little bit better. I think I gave it like an 8 or 8.5 in certain places. But for the most part, on average, you're probably going to be somewhere between a 7 or 7.5 on that Bruce Wayne. Maybe a little bit more or less, depending if you love the character or not. I think articulation is going to be... Well, see, that's the thing, because John said articulation is going to be based on character, right? So like a Batman probably isn't going to be the most articulated, as opposed to like if it was like a Black Panther or a Spider-Man, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be to the point where like, see, what I really like about this though is like the arms can actually sit next to the body, as opposed to like with the Hot Toys, it's not going to be able to. So that's one thing. And I think the articulation will be fine if you're trying to do like really crazy poses, I guess, then maybe the Hot Toys might be a better version. But then again, we just don't know how this is going to pose. But I'm assuming with Viper and his experience and what I've seen other work that he's done, or this should be pretty good. Overall, though, I'm very happy with the prototype that they've come out, and I think honestly, NR has delivered as far as every prototype so far. The Bruce Wayne, like I said, is not their greatest work, the head sculpt, but everything else looks amazing, man, and I'm really excited for it. That bat signal is going to be amazing because I own a lot of Hot Toys, or I've owned big pieces from Hot Toys, and I think they're very cheap. While I think this bat signal from Inart is going to be great. It's going to be probably made out of real diecast, or some pieces will be made out of diecast, not all of it. And I think we're going to see a huge difference there. But yeah, really excited for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Marco, how do you feel about this, bro, with this Batman? I don't think I've heard your take on it yet either. How do you feel about the Batman overall, and just also maybe the number of SKUs we have? Because I was going to show that real quick. 1/6 Kid had posted a bunch. I mean, you got a lot of different options here. So Marco, how have you sort of approached this Batman?
Yeah, honestly, I think this looks terrific. I think the prototype came out stellar. More so the Batman. The Bruce Wayne I've kind of written off as something that I don't necessarily need because, in the movie he wasn't really Bruce Wayne, right? It was not kind of a forgettable portion of the film. So I don't really need that Bruce Wayne, kind of the calculus I was going through. So that kind of eliminated a few of the SKUs. I do feel like there are way too many, but I think Mario was kind of, calling me out on this, saying, well, you can't really have it both ways, right? It's like we tell them, give us as many options as possible. We hated that the Joker kind of, locked the rooted hair behind this premium edition. Mm-hmm. So now they give us the option to kind of mix and match. And then we're complaining that there's too many SKUs. So it's tough, but there are too many, really, because it kind of leads to a paralysis by analysis, right? Like for me personally, I know I was, like, okay, there's 3 with the Hot Toys, and then there's 5 plus the option to get the bat signal. So it's really kind of hard to make a decision. But what I've personally decided to do is go with the sculpted hair version of this Batman. I really do like the rooted, but I'm not a really big time rooted hair collector. The Joker is going to be my second ever rooted hair figure. So I think it does look superior to the sculpted hair version, but for me, because of the price considerations, it's hard to spend $500 on another figure when I do want the Hot Toys representation too. I want to get the Bat Cycle, like Lael was saying. If they do a Selena Kyle, I'm pretty confident Hot Toys is going to do that eventually and do a Riddler. So I'm going to want to add those. So it's like, okay, let me go with the 515 pack from Hot Toys that includes the bat signal, that includes all the deluxe accessories and that nice base you get with Hot Toys, and then go with the cheapest Batman version for Inart, because I think I have to have this because it just looks so good. I need some type of representation, but I'm long-winded here, but 2 other considerations for me were, number 1, there's going to be another movie, undoubtedly, right? They said they haven't greenlit it, but there'll be a Batman 2, and so we're going to be getting a lot more figures from this iteration of Batman. So I don't want to go like so crazy far down this line and then, another 3 or 4 years from now have to do that all over again. So I'm trying to like be as selective as possible. And then also Inart has said they are doing more Batman in their first wave, right? We know we're getting a Ben Affleck Batman from Inart, and we know we're getting a Christian Bale Batman from Inart, and I'm probably going to want those too. So and also you add on maybe a Batmobile from Hot Toys or from Inart on top of all this, and it's like, okay, that's a lot of Batman capital that you got to invest in the next year or so. So
Michael, you got to get Wonder Woman, bro.
Of course. Honestly,
with the Inart Wonder Woman, it's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's one that you'd probably want to do the rooted hair with as well.
Right? Hell yeah.
They'll do it better than Hot Toys, I think. I mean, from what we've seen from the protos, maybe.
Well, they're definitely using like a different texture of hair. So yeah, I think they said that they bargained with Carlos and snipped some of his shit. So I mean, I think that's what we're going to.
Got enough hair to give.
Yeah, I think we're going to
get the real good stuff under there. Yeah, because hopefully it's better than what Hot Toys uses. Because the Golden Armor Wonder Woman, like her hair gets so frizzy so fast. Yeah. Luckily, you've got the helmet to put on, or else I would be like, don't
use the Dax. I'm telling you, use the Dax grease, bro. It lays it down and it keeps it down. It's stable. Trust me.
I might have to. And there's, I just don't want to have to do that. Like, I don't want to have to like brush my character's hair and like, put product in it. Like,
hey, sometimes
I know
you
that's
gotta do the deed, bro.
you got to do what you got to do. It's not what I initially envisioned when I got into this hobby.
It's not.
But I know
Carlos had like a real reflection moment when he did that.
Right.
Marco's just like, hell no.
See, Leo knows. Yeah, because I brushed the half scale Pennywise hair, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah. Marco probably is like,
that was the first time.
hey, Marco, you'll probably catch yourself doing it and be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Legitimately, ain't no judgment because I know I will do it eventually, but it's not what I wanted to do. So.
That happened to me actually. I bought who was it? I think Agent Phil, and like his tie wasn't right, and I was over here fucking fixing it. I'm 6'3", like 260 pounds, big ass dude, with fixing a little tie. I was like, oh god, and then I had to like brush someone's hair, and I was like,
yeah,
not really put me into a spiral of like I can't do this, and then I got over it eventually. But
yeah,
I feel you.
You're like an existential crisis at that point.
Hey,
So yeah, but great thoughts, guys. Seriously, Dean, fill us in, bro. I ain't heard your thoughts on the Batman yet, so I want to see if you're the wild card of the evening.
As far as if it looks good, I think it looks fantastic. I don't think it's like, unless you're going all in and spending, how much is it?
Probably like 500, I think, for the Batman premium. They had them listed. Hold on.
Like if
You're
Batman
saying for
is
the
like,
all-in version, Dean, was that your question?
Yeah.
I think it's 980.
Yeah, the all-in is 990.
990.
Premium Bruce Wayne is 380. Standard Bruce Wayne 291.
Like, unless this is like your favorite fucking Batman ever, or maybe he's just like, I don't know, your guy. Like, you just love Batman. I just don't see this figure like being worth the, I don't want to say it's not worth the money, but like, I don't think it's that much better than the Hot Toys to justify going out and like spending the money, because I think the regular one is like $80 more. The regular Batman, the Hot Toys base Batman is
yeah, it's like 290 or 305 or something.
Yeah, right? 290 or 300, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like their entry is 380. And even if you factor in shipping and tax, if you get it through Sideshow, you're still looking at what, 340, 350 maybe. So then it's a $30 difference. I don't even think it's a $30 value increase in quality.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's not great or it's not beautiful, because it is. I think just the Batman, like you guys said with the Bruce Wayne, leaves a little bit to be desired. But honestly, like, I don't know what else you could include with the Bruce Wayne that's like that much. I mean, honestly, all this is just paper. Like, you could make that on your own with a printer at home if you really wanted to. You know what I mean?
You could.
But even if you go Hot Toys and you get the Batman, what the hell is it called? The Bat Signal.
Oh, the Bat Signal.
You're such a fake Batman fan, Dean.
I'm not a Batman fan. That's my point. I think someone did the math, and you still get more if you go the route of Hot Toys than if you went in on this one. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it. I'm not wowed by this. I do like the prototype.
Which one? The Bruce Wayne?
Any of them.
Both
Batman,
of them,
Bruce
yeah.
Wayne, all in, sculpted, rooted. Like, especially if you're going sculpted, why bother? You know what I mean? Just get the Hot Toys. Like I said, unless you're going all in, there's no point in getting the NR one, in my opinion.
Wow. Okay. Devil's advocate, though, Dean. I think when we get this in hand, this has potential to be like way better than the Hot Toys version. And I think the Hot Toys version looks great, and I've seen the prototype in person. But I think this one like has that, the ceiling on this is that high, or it could just be.
Is it so? Like,
release. Yeah.
like unless this thing fucking walks and talks, like I don't see it being exponentially greater where I'd be like, fuck, I made a mistake getting the Hot Toys.
I tell you where, for me, this one has a bit more of an elevation to Hot Toys. And it's just one minor detail. No cross grabber, no waist grabber.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's magnetic.
That's true.
That's the thing that I like about this piece, because I hate the fucking crotch grabber and the waist grabber. And I'm like, yo, by now it should have been some type of innovation, and that should have changed. With this, I love that aspect of it.
I do too, Leia. I really like that for all Inart figures.
Okay, but again, on the contrary to that, unless you're going museum where his feet are flat at all times, magnets don't really help you. Unless the magnets are on like the fucking sides of his foot and stuff. Like, you're not really
if you're trying to pull off different poses, I get you, bro.
Yeah, his feet are gonna have to be flat.
They'll definitely have to be flat unless you're doing like a subtle walking pose, whereas pretty much you can possibly pull something like that off. But as far as any type of but the thing is, it's like with this, just like the DX19, I'm not going to pose that in any type of dynamic, because based on what I've seen, in video wise and with the material of the suit, I'm not willing to take that risk. You know what I mean? I think it's a suit like that would be perfect in just like a straight character pose.
Yeah, but at that point, it's like just get the. I mean,
I know what you're saying though. I know exactly what you're saying.
Not that the price is gonna be, but it's like, dude, you could go, with the Prime 1 and just have the perfect Batman. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. See, the Dean is what I'm doing. If I had to get the Inart's version, I would just get the sculpted version, the sculpted single Batman version. That's the only one I would get from Inart. I wouldn't get the all-in. I wouldn't get the. I don't want the rooted hair for this figure. Just give me the sculpted. Just give me the Batman. I don't want the Bruce Wayne at all. I have no desire for that figure at all.
Yeah, and that's. I mean,
and that's it.
Yeah, that's the cheapest entry is $380, which isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I think the game up was closer to $5, and then,
it's comparable to Hot Toys, right? Like you were saying, Dean. Obviously, their deluxe offering is around that same price point, but after you factor in shipping and tax, both SKUs are around the same amount. Anyways.
But you could also get Hot Toys not through Sideshow and still save the $80. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what you should be doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm at such a weird place with this, because this is the first Batman figure that I've wanted, the Pattinson Batman. And like I guess both of them, I really haven't seen either one do anything too crazy dynamic. So like, I guess I just have to wait and see when the figures come out, like which one really is better, right? Because if the Hot Toys, which they're notorious for doing, is basically stuck in a dynamic pose, well, then what's the fucking point? But same thing goes for this. They've released that little video, and basically like his arms are just up. There's like little to no leg articulation in any of their photos. I'm like, I guess. So I guess we just have to wait and be patient.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. I mean, we won't know until we get them in hand, but we do know we got a super chat from Mr. Ben Thomas himself.
Hey.
Ben, I think he's going to be on next Sunday. So I talked to him, and he was busy tonight, but next Sunday he's going to be on, hopefully. Super chat, thanks so much, Ben. Epic panel and chat full of badass folks tonight. Good to see y'all here. Good to see you.
What's up, brother?
Did you
and I saw John in the house too, rooting you on, Dean. So he was. I posted
Dean, you don't want to know the answer to that, bro.
Yeah.
You asked Ben before you asked me, didn't you? Because he asked me like 2 hours ago. So how dare you?
Did I? Yeah, I don't even remember, dude, to be honest. Because I was like, Dean's probably tired of me at this point. We're brothers, you know how brothers are.
I will never get tired of
That's true. Well, the ladies I know are never tired of you. And I've
thanks, dude.
Dean, he asked Gigi before he asked you.
Yeah, I did ask Gigi. Yeah, she was busy, unfortunately.
I can understand that. Gigi's a fucking rock star, bro.
Yeah, she is. She's the world-class lawyer. So, she hawked before it was cool.
Yeah, she hawked before.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's Gigi.
Is Gigi
so
really
guys,
a lawyer?
what'd you say?
Is Gigi really a lawyer?
Yeah,
She's in law school, final year of law school, so she'll be there soon.
she will be a lawyer soon.
Oh,
She doesn't
cool.
turn green yet, though, so you know.
She turns red when she sees Hot Toys boxes showing up.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Let's move on to the next topic. I want to address some other news that we got here. This is the Hot Toys release of last week, or announcement of last week, rather. The Grand Inquisitor. We got also a photo of Reva in there. She's also in there, but this Grand Inquisitor comes in at $260, slated to come out Q3 to Q3 of next year to Q1 of 24. So that's not bad, based on it probably won't come out at that time, but if it did, that would be nice, right? That's not too bad. So, but I want to ask you guys something real quick. Thoughts overall on this Grand Inquisitor, and of course the Reva that we did see. The head sculpt looks really good on that, in my opinion. But I want to get your guys' thoughts on the Obi-Wan line so far as well. So just general thoughts on the Grand Inquisitor, and then what we've gotten from Obi-Wan so far. So I'm going to start actually with Carlos on this one. Carlos, this Grand Inquisitor, fill us in, bro. Give us your honest thoughts, and then on the Obi-Wan line so far, because we've gotten Vader, Obi-Wan, and Grand Inquisitor, and we should have a Reva here soon. Did we get anything else? I think that's it, right?
No, that was it for. Well, no. We
Was there a
got
trooper?
we got the
Was it the Purge Trooper?
The Purge Trooper, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm glad you thought of that, because Purge Trooper is pretty cool. But Carlos, I know this is going to be interesting. Give us your opinion, bro.
I'm trying to be nicer now.
Is that what it is?
Trying to turn a new leaf, but so the Grand Inquisitor is it's a very interesting figure, right? Because I don't believe the head sculpt is very good, right? It's a pretty bunch of blank stare. Looks pretty boring. Yeah, like that looks like shit. Like it just doesn't look very good. I don't like it at all, right? I don't think the character is good. I don't know anything about Inquisitor until the Kenobi show came out. I've never seen any other like Rebels or any of that. So this is the first time I was introduced to it, and like I said, the sculpt just looks very looks pretty blank. It just doesn't look very good. Like I said, it's pretty boring. I never thought, when coming into watching Kenobi, I was gonna dislike a Star Wars character more than I dislike this dude, because he's pretty boring, man. I just didn't like him. You know what I mean? And I think that's okay. You don't have to like everything. As a figure, like I said, it just, I don't know. And what's funny about it is that everyone, for the most part, always complains about these holograms. Or like, oh, hologram is fucking stupid. It makes no sense. But this dude over here comes with the Darth Vader one. And now everybody's fucking loving holograms nowadays. Oh, because it's a Vader and it's super unique. It's like, bro, stop, right? Because let's just call it what it is. This figure doesn't come with anything. Like I said, it's pretty boring. I'm pretty sure Layout's going to pick this up. Mars going to pick it up. Star Wars hardcore fans. That's okay. Just me personally, I don't like it. I don't think this is very good. Yeah, that was my nice version of saying I don't like this at all. There you go.
That was pretty mild for you. So I want to jump to Lael on this one. So Lael, Grand Inquisitor, bro, give us your thoughts on this figure, man, because we got to have some balancing out of Carlos from time to time, I'm sure. Oh, you're muted, Lael. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't see it on my screen. For some reason, my screen
really?
is still spinning. For some reason, it's really weird.
Huh. Are the rest of you guys seeing it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Everybody can see it. That's really, really, really weird. I can't see it.
Let me stop sharing and start
Are you on
sharing.
Firefox?
No, I'm actually on. There it is. I see
got
it
it now?
I see it now. Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Now. For some reason, it was just spinning, but I see it now.
If I use Firefox, mine does that all the time. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, I'm not. I'm just using. Am I using Fire? No, I'm using Chrome. Google Chrome.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I use, Chrome.
Yeah, I'm using Google Chrome. So yeah, I'm pretty good. But yeah, I think it looks just like Rupert. It looks just like Rupert Faines to me. Definitely. It's funny because I'm like, all right, we knew this was coming. I knew it was actually going to come. I'm going to get it, of course, because like I said, it is, the Grand Inquisitor. We're not going to get like people who are holding out for the animated version, unless you choose to go to that slideshow of a figure. You know, if you want to go that route, then you can, but trust me, you don't want to, based on what we've gotten back from the animated version. Both those figures suck. I'm just going to say it like that. And I'm so glad I actually canceled the pre-order on them. But that would probably be your only chance of getting the animated version of this particular character. This is, of course, from Obi-Wan. I think the line is great so far. I mean, aside from what we saw from the Obi-Wan figure itself, that one needs work. We know that when it comes to the head sculpt. But everything else that they've released so far is pretty good. This particular figure, again, it's like they're showing us the action poses with these figures.
Right.
But we didn't see the shit in the show. So that's the funny part. Like that's the part that just it bugs me out. But I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll get the figure. I'll create my own, you know, whatever you want to call it, and just leave it that way. But very impressed at the actually how the figure looks. You know, I'm hoping it gives us that, even if it doesn't spin automatically, just give us the spinning feature of the blade. That would be decent. I love that we are getting the you know, LED USB light up saber. So I'm loving that. It also has a light up chest piece and the belt itself. The head sculpt looks good to me. I'm like the Sith eyes that you actually get with this character. And the reveal, or, you know, you might as well say not yet, the somewhat reveal of Reva. That head sculpt looks just like her. It looks like Moses Ingram from the side. If they continue on with that, that's an incredible piece to have. I've been holding out, you know, despite what everybody thinks about the character. Yes, you know, I've already heard it. I've heard them all. So nothing you can say anything different is anything different from what I've already heard. I'm still going to get the actual figure. You know, yes, it might have been poorly written in certain aspects of the figure, but I think there's still potential for the character itself. She played it the way it was written. You can't fault the actress and say that she's a bad actress. You might as well say that about every Star Wars character when it comes to a film or show, because the dialogue is always written pretty much off. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. It is what it is. I mean, except if you get like such films as Rogue One, where pretty much it was, you know, pretty decent. I mean, I loved it. Love that film. But at the same time, like, look, I'm going to get this figure. It's like somebody else said, Angel said, it's a must-have for me. You know, definitely I'm going to get it to support Moses Ingram. And on top of that, you know, it's the character in the show that is one of the characters that I was waiting for as a hot toy. And I'm so glad. I mean, listen, hot toys, you know, all you guys out there, man, JC Hong, for releasing this particular figure, it means a lot. I mean, not just for me, and I know Marcos. This is kind of what gives us hope for, in November when we get the Black Panther. Hopefully, we actually see a Namor. It gives me hope for more characters like this, and that has to happen, and I think it will. You know what I mean? And this gives me hope that something like that will actually happen. And I know we'll see it. I mean, and that would be incredible. So to have this particular figure, I'm excited about it. Yes, I will get the Grand Inquisitor. Yes, I will get Reva. And I'll just call it a day. So, I mean, again, not everybody has to like the character. Nobody has to like the figure. I'm not telling everybody to get it. I'm just saying personally for me, it's something that I've been waiting for, something that I want. And I'm so glad that they're going to, release it or reveal it soon to go up for pre-order. And then I'll, make my decision there and I'll definitely get it. But yeah, I like it. And I think it looks very well. Again, when you talk about the entire line, again, I think they've done well for the exception of Obi-Wan, which I'm like, that's the lead character. Why would you get that wrong? Hopefully they can, fix it up a bit, give us, a bit more like the likeness is improved. But I still have it on pre-order anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah. Well, I think, it's going to be an interesting figure to see, Leo. I'm going to see if people, end up picking this one up because the show was pretty polarizing, pretty divisive. And the character was obviously much cooler in Rebels, it seems like, than he was in this show. He was cool. We walked around for a little bit, but he didn't get to do much, unfortunately. So I guess we'll see kind of how this one turns out. But Dean the Dream, I want to get to you before I jump to Marco last on this one. Grand Inquisitor, bro. Fill us in on your thoughts, man. Like, what are you thinking? What are you feeling about this figure?
Grand Inquisitor, bro. They nailed this figure, which is a shame because I think the show did the character a disservice. I think the design overall is awful. I don't know why they chose to use this character when he already existed and then choose to completely throw it all out the window. Mm-hmm. I do like the Reva tease. The fact that we didn't get her first is almost insulting. I don't even like Reva as a character, and she's like the second most important fucking character in the show. And you're doing all these other stupid figures first, but whatever. This guy talked like twice. I don't know why we're getting this figure. It's in terms of the show, they nailed it. I think it's honestly a waste.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts, but it does look good. If you want this figure, happy for you, but it's hard to say nice things, bro. It really is.
Hey, well, I appreciate the honesty, man. All you guys, seriously, all you guys are honest about it, so I love that. You know, no matter what your opinion is, Lael, Carlos, Dean, all you guys are honest. And Marco, to round out this discussion, bro, fill us in on the Grand Inquisitor. How you feeling about it? What do you think about the line so far?
Absolutely. And first, I just wanted to say, if there's any optometrists in the chat at all, if you could send Carlos a promo code, because I didn't say much when he talked about Ray's sculpts, but now that he's saying this one doesn't look good, I'm a little concerned for my guy. So no, I'm kidding, Carlos. No, I think the sculpt came out actually looking really good. I'm with kind of the rest of the panel where I didn't necessarily love the show. And so this characterization or this character was pretty forgettable to me, but I think overall he makes like a pretty unique and really great looking figure. So it's definitely one that's on my radar, but I think I've learned my lesson because I do like the dark side or Imperial figures. And so those are ones I like to add to the collection. But, I just got this Moff Gideon and I was so excited for it, but just to see him kind of like plummet the, the price that you can get him at, it's like, okay, this is one that if I do want to add him, I definitely have to wait, right? Because he's kind of more, these villains maybe will just not necessarily sell as well. And so these have kind of the potential for you to pick up, discounted down the line. So it's definitely on my radar. But if they do end up moving forward with the Reva, I would say I'm more interested in that character because the sculpt looked awesome from that tease. And so if I had to choose between the two, I'd probably go there. And so that would probably, knock this guy out of contention of being added to my collection. But I think, kudos to Hot Toys because I think it actually ended up coming out as a really great figure and excited for anyone that, was excited by this and would want to add it to the collection.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. So Eddie dropped a very interesting super chat. I want to address this real quick. Eddie, thank you so much, bro. He said, I'm sorry, but Star Wars fans seem like the most ungrateful bunch. Eddie, you're going to have to clarify that one because I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean ungrateful in terms of like for the content we are getting, like we're too picky? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean ungrateful in another way? But I appreciate the super chat. Very generous. But
let's not get it twisted. They want our money, right?
Right.
Give us shit we actually want.
Yeah. Well, like that Darth Vader.
Call me ungrateful, I guess, but it's like you want my money that I have, so you got to do better.
Yeah. And there's definitely people that want Grand Inquisitor, but it just was a very polarizing show, I feel like. If the Grand Inquisitor had been given the ability to do a little bit more, then it would have been different.
Yeah.
But, but for fans of Rebels, if you want this character, then you can get him.
That's true. Yeah, he's way cooler in Rebels. Like I said,
from what I've heard.
Don't take an existing character and just make them. You have like 2 speaking lines. Like, come on, dude. Like, no.
Yeah, I think. I mean, in my humble opinion, I believe that we will see this character again. I think that we will see it more, a bit more fleshed out in the future project, whether it be Obi-Wan or something else. I don't know, but I think we'll probably see the character again. Again. Pre-Rebels because we already know what happened to him there. But I mean, again, I think there's a possibility that we'll see it. I mean, you can't just bring this character in and just do him that way and just, not really have something else. But again, I've come to the realization, like I said, that's an interesting statement that, Star Wars fans seem to be the most ungrateful because I agree. That there are a lot of ungrateful Star Wars fans. I will basically agree with that, and we see that every day. And with that being said, that's why I'm kind of numb to it by now. You know what I mean? That pretty much, when there's a Star Wars IP or anything that actually drops under the umbrella, there's going to be a lot of complaints, and I've already expected that. So I'm not really. It's nothing new. There's definitely nothing new for me. So I'm just like whatever.
Carlos, you're raising his hand. What's up, bro?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Because one of the things he said, it's like, they didn't do the character the right way. And it's because so prior to watching Mando, I had barely seen any Star Wars, right? I really didn't think this was very good. I saw the prequels and I was like, damn, this shit sucks. And then I saw the sequels and I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. Right. And it's pretty bad. Right. Let's call it what it is. And I saw Mando and I was like, oh, okay, maybe Star Wars isn't so bad. And I saw Kenobi and then I saw this dude and I had no idea who he was. But the intro, the first episode, he was really cool as far as like, you know, I think it's like dangerous or whatever he was. I don't know, whatever term you want to use, but that he looked, you know, pretty good. And then he ended up just being a flop of a character. So I don't know if they're just expecting someone like me to just go and watch all this like Rebel shit and all those other cartoons to be able to properly understand this. Because I had no idea who he is, but you know, I can definitely say that without knowing too much into it, you know, Star Wars in general, I feel like it's making me not really want to keep watching, you know, even like this. What is this new show coming out? What is that new one called? Andor.
See, the nice thing about Andor is there are zero expectations.
It looks good though.
New characters with no real.
I don't know. I feel like I really don't really. I was gonna say I kind of don't care because like I already know that this fucker's gonna die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, later. Yeah.
Yeah. I get
you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah,
who cares? Like,
that could go for any prequel. You know, that could go for like Black Widow, for example. Same thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess,
And
you're right.
Eddie, I don't want you to think I took that as disrespectful or we're just talking here. I don't want. He said I didn't mean to be negative. I didn't think you were being negative.
Oh no, I don't think you're being negative. I just trying to clarify your comment. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, I think Mando got them very cocky because a lot of people started watching Star Wars that never watched Star Wars before because everybody was talking about it. And they're like, well, fuck, we could just do kind of like anything now because they're going to get sucked in and want to watch it. You can't do that. Especially, I mean, Carlos, you're a perfect example. It's like, oh, this guy looks cool. And then you just kind of shit all over it. And then for the fans that have been supporting Star Wars for years, it was like, yo, that was a pretty like cool developed character. And he just did nothing.
Yeah. And then like you don't even so Grand Inquisitor is like a side dude, and then Reva ends up being the main character. Nothing against the actresses or the actress, but her whatever way she was written was dog shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, like that character technically already existed if you played
Fallen Order,
Fallen Order.
Very similar development.
Very similar. But also, like, it's the Obi-Wan show. Like, we didn't need any of that. If you want to write that story, and we're definitely probably going to see Reva again, and bringing the Inquisitor back for that would be perfect. She needs a villain now, right? I think
maybe he's hunting her. Yeah,
that would be fantastic. And I guess we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But like, it's the Obi-Wan show. Why are we doing any of this? Like.
Yeah. That's why it should have been a movie. It should have just been Obi and Vader, and we didn't need all the other storylines.
That's when the show was at its best, in my opinion. Like when the show was at its best, it was focusing on Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship.
I mean, like that definitely still had its problems.
You know what? You know what though? Here's my thing. Even if I'm sorry to be this person, but even if Reva and the Inquisitors were not in this show, and it was just Obi-Wan and Vader. Mm-hmm. There would be some fucking complaining.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, I have complaints now about like a Vader.
If they were not in this show, period, there would have been some fucking complaining. They'd be like, "Oh, you didn't do Vader right. You didn't do it." Because there was even, hey, why the fuck are we getting? Okay, why the hell wasn't there any deep fake when it came to them or de-aging them?
Sure.
Why was this? Why did Anakin act this way? Why didn't he get enough speaking? Why wasn't he in the suit the entire time? Why this? There was an entire, straight up, if they were not in the show, there would still be some effing complaining. That's
where are the Inquisitors?
And if you put the if you put the Inquisitors in their own show, then people would be like, well, we don't need them. Why the fuck do they need their own show? Bro, there is constant complaining. So to say that if we took them out,
wrong.
If we said taking them out would have made the show better and with less complaining, then you were naive. Because plain and simple, there is still going to be some complaining. That's how it is with Star Wars fans, regardless. That's what. Here's the thing: if you think, and I said this on Uncivilized Scoundrels. If you think complaining from the beginning of time since 1977 didn't exist, it's the simple fact that we didn't have the internet. Yeah, we didn't have that to really know what was going on behind the scenes. People were always divisive about this IP, plain and simple. Right. It's just that now it's more vocal because we see this in the digital world. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to always be complaining about it. And the thing is, to be quite honest, it's complaining about just about every fucking IP we get, whether it's Marvel, whether it's DC, whether it's a non-comic book property, if it's another film, there's always complaining. So
Lord of the Rings.
I'm just kind of numb to it, and I just get what I like, and I just stay in my own lane and just leave it at that.
Well, I love the sequels layout, so I mean,
yeah, Will, you're definitely part of the problem. But see here, I will say, in favor of complaining, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. If you just accept a handful of shit over and over again, that's all you're ever gonna get. Now there is a distinction between constructive criticism and being an asshole.
Right. Yeah, sure. There is. Let me tell you why. Because I'm not going to say whose platform it was, because I'm not going to put it out there, and I'm not going to give that person credit. Number one, because they could have controlled it, and they didn't. But when I look on your platform and I see somebody say, yeah, that is a color I don't need in my collection. That shit right there. Yeah, that shit right there. Yeah. That shit right there. That statement right there, that bold statement right there, just let me know who you are. And for the people who allow it on their channel or in their group, that lets me know who you are. And that's why I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll stay in my own lane and just let it go. Because that's what it is. For that. And there's no room for that.
Yeah, because it's one thing to talk about, like, the way characters were written, or maybe like I didn't even like the fight between Kenobi and Vader, but we're talking about like gender or race or any of these other things. Now we're just getting into those topics that is just far beyond things that are even okay. You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely is. That's not a territory where anyone should ever go.
Nope.
So guys, super chat here from Mike. Mike, thanks so much, bro. Lael's 100% right. Star Wars fans will never not complain. Too many consumers think they're critics. Yeah, I mean, Dean also has a counterpoint to that, though. So it's I see both sides of it. As long as it's constructive criticism and not just like complaining for the complaining, sake. But guys, we're moving on from Obi-Wan, hopefully on to brighter days when it comes to Star Wars in terms of Mando Season 3 and then Andor. It's going to hopefully all be great, but I guess we'll find out.
Andor looks like it's going to be fucking fire.
It does look good. It does look good.
Everyone said the same thing about Kenobi, and we know what happened there.
Well, that is true.
But there's no... Yeah. Okay, one, Obi-Wan is like...
And two,
a legacy character. Andor's a nobody. Like you...
Everyone was like, oh yeah, like, Love and Thunder is going to be pretty good. And I thought it was just okay.
It's okay.
You know what I mean? And I'm a huge Marvel dude. It's not terrible, no.
It's definitely not like the worst thing, but it's not as good as we all hoped it would be.
Right, exactly. That's my point. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like a 7.
I know Leo liked it less than...
Man.
Yeah, it was okay. I kind of felt how about Multiverse of Madness about the same as how I felt about it. Like, I was kind of like,
stop it right now. Stop. No.
What? No, it's not Shang-Chi or anything, but it's like
Shang-Chi. Yeah, Shang-Chi was good.
That was a grail right there. Shang-Chi
Kenobi is like one step above Eternals for me, just right there.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked Eternals a lot less. I think, but that's just me.
Well, I gave Eternals a 3.
Yeah, Eternals is like a 4 or 5. But guys, 2.0s. We're getting 2.0s, right? We got Mark 3. We got Black Panther. We're getting others, right? We got the Mark 1. We're getting 2.0s of a lot of different figures. So I want to ask you guys, a lot of 2s in this question, in this banner here. What 2 figures do you want to see 2.0s of? We got a 2. Really, Endgame Loki is a 2.0. Let's be real. It's Avengers Loki 2.0. So that would have been mine, of course. But guys, I wanted to ask yours. I'm going to start. Let's go jump around here. Marco, 2.0. What do you want to see, bro? Even if you just have 1, that's fine. But 2 preferably. What do you want to see a remake of?
Yeah, so the first one I'm going to say I think is going to upset some people because they don't want anyone to touch these figures, which I understand. There's two sides of this argument, but I think we need another Han Solo. So I think like a New Hope Han Solo
100%.
is like great territory for a 2.0, and even a Chewbacca if they wanted to do another 2-pack. So I think that needs to be revisited, and hopefully, obviously, there's speculation with the licenses, and but I just think this would be so terrific. Give us like a stellar head sculpt. This head sculpt's already really great, but see if they could even improve it. The paint apps have obviously improved since then, so I think this is one that
I
people
don't know,
would go
bro. That
crazy
figure is
for.
a fucking masterpiece.
It is. All right. After I said that, I was like, it's going to be hard to improve on that. But, Hot Toys is improving every freaking release. So
They can improve on that the arms and how tight they were.
Yeah, they're really tight.
They're really tight. They can definitely improve on those, though.
I remember, Leia, I was new to collecting at the time. When I was in Florida, actually, when I was dating my ex-girlfriend in Florida, and we went around to comic shops, and they had this Han Solo at the store, and they literally could not bend his arm. Like, it was so tight that I was like, this figure's like broken or some shit. Like, it was and it was my first experience with it. And now mine is fine, but the joints are very tight.
They are.
You know what this would be good for too is like the magnetic seamless arms, like Inart is
Yeah.
that could be really, really cool for a figure like this.
Yeah.
So that's one way they could improve. So yeah, I think this would love to have them revisit this, but I know a lot of folks think this is sacred, so completely understand that. And then one that I don't necessarily want, but I think Hot Toys is going to touch because we already know Inart's going here, is the Ben Affleck BVS Batman.
Ooh.
I think they could make like a really beefed up body. Give us an Affleck head sculpt like they
Beefed
did with
up
the
body? Have you seen the butt cheeks on that figure, bro?
He's packing, yeah.
Motherfucker got cheeks for weeks,
It could be rounder though. Could be rounder.
bro. I went over to Zach's house. He was messing with the kid. I was like, bro, what?
Cheeks for weeks,
You
bro.
would know that.
Damn. Cheeks for weeks. Somebody clip that shit, bro. Play that
That's
shit back. That's your new
incredible.
nickname. Dean Cheeks for
Cheeks
weeks.
for
Yeah, there you
weeks.
go. There.
Damn. Wow.
But, so maybe give us try to get us back on track here, but maybe give us more of a beefed up body, give us a leather cape. Somehow if the head could swivel a bit better. I know kind of the cowl area is a bit challenging every time I've got to move mine around. So I think this is an all-time really great figure I have in my collection, but I know that because Inart's going to be improving, maybe Hot Toys is compelled to, one up this. And this is an older movie that is, super divisive anyways, so maybe they wouldn't go here, but it feels like, people love this suit, and it's one of the best Batmans we've had on screen. At least from a costuming perspective. So yeah, I think I would really, I know we might get to it later. Like, what would I do with what I have currently if they were to release an updated version? That'd be a tough calculus, but there's some room for improvement here.
Yeah, I agree. I see what you mean. So, Leia, what do you think, man? What two figures would you want to see 2.0s of?
Okay, so one, I would want to see a 2.0 of the Civil War Wanda, definitely, because I didn't get a chance to get it. So if we saw a 2.0 figure, for some reason, regardless of what we're getting, because I do definitely love the WandaVision and the Multiverse of Madness version, but I do love that WandaVision. This was like one of my favorite versions of her. I just loved it. And, I didn't get it the first time to have it, and if they do it and they give us that split boot cut technology, I would definitely love that. Renz, they don't need to do a 2.0 of Jenner, so they got it right the first time. I love her just the way she is right there, bro. They don't have to touch that figure. She's completely fine, but definitely this.
Leia, would you want sculpted hair on this, or would you want the rooted like the original?
If they did, I don't know. I would probably, if they did the rooted, I'd be fine with it because again, I have product. But if they did the sculpted hair, I would probably want the rooted, to be quite honest, because even though I love the two versions that we actually have, right now, that are coming, the sculpted is just where I'm kind of like scared, you know what I mean? Because it might hinder the articulation in the neck. So again, I would rather, I would definitely want to keep it rooted because again, like I said, it doesn't take away from it. I was even hoping that the versions that we got would have been, rooted, to be quite honest, because I want that full articulation. But I mean, I take what we can get. But this piece right here, I would definitely want a 2.0 so I can get my hands on it. And here's what I think we need a 2.0. Regardless, we need a 2.0 on this figure right now. And I know we're going to get it with a new movie coming out. But the figure I think that we need the most 2.0 on, I mean, we need a 2.5 version of this motherfucker. And that's the Ant-Man that we actually got from Ant-Man. We do.
That has sculpt from Ant-Man 2?
Ant-Man 2, bro.
Yeah.
We need a redo. Like, straight up. We definitely do. Because with the helmet on, yeah, it's fine. Love it. But without the helmet, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what y'all thinking? You know what I mean? So definitely we need to do a 2.0 on this.
They blurred that shit.
Yeah, bro. They blurred it out big time. We definitely need it. The figure's fine until you take off the helmet, man. But definitely we need a 2.0 on this piece. But here's the thing is they don't have to do it because we're getting another Ant-Man movie coming out soon. Yeah, I mean, so we don't necessarily need it. So it is what it is. And also, even it doesn't really matter anymore because I don't want to see any other figures from Infinity War Endgame. So we'll just leave it at that. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are my two. I'll just say those two. I think that the second one we definitely need a 2.0 on for real.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, guys, you guys are dropping some seriously awesome choices. Carlos, what about you, bro? Give me some 2.0s. For me, I saw in the comments a 2.0 Terminator 2 Arnold be perfect. I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Carlos? Cool. What about you?
So I'm going to stick to Marvel because I like Marvel. Not DC because I feel like Inart will eventually do a 2.0 that Hot Toys will never be as good at. So stick with that. But for me, I would say the Winter Soldier, the original one. But with real fucking leather this time, Hot Toys. Like, stop with this leather shit already. You know what I mean? Like real leather, like they did with Hugh Jackman. I think that will look really good. Figure's a little short too. And then two, the final one, and I hope it happens because I know Marco's going to start crying when it does. It's going to be the original Hulk, the Avengers one. Seamless arms, seamless wrist, all that good stuff. The OG one that appeared on Endgame, I think they could do it. So I really hope
they haven't yet, right?
Yeah. I mean, that one would do really well, right? Because this one, because of the seams, it's okay, but you can improve on it significantly. So I think this would be a really cool figure, and I think a lot of people will pick this up just because it's the original Avenger. And a lot of people missed out on it. So I think this would be a great 2.0, and like I said, Winter Soldier. So those will be my two.
I think they might even do this though. I think this is more likely that they'll do this real quick, considering the simple fact that we already have him out right now, like with the She-Hulk series, and then showing it. Like we might get this soon.
Hopefully.
And Leo, what I was thinking, like Carlos and Marco were hinting at, is like make it like a Hellboy type body, but bigger, but seamless shoulders. Like make it seamless shoulders and all that. Like give this guy a real makeover, and like I would buy it.
Hell yeah.
I really want a Hawk, but I've just been holding out because I don't like Professor Hawk very much, and I didn't like really Ragnarok Hawk was okay, but this is the Hawk I want. And, this is the one I want, but I want seamless shoulders. If they do that, I'm probably in.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Yeah. So, but guys, great chat on that one. Dean, round us out. Bring us home on this one. What 2.0s are you thinking, bro?
I would really like to see in some form of another version of Tony Stark. Not Iron Man, Tony. And you could include all like different kinds of outfits and stuff in the box or whatever. But we got that workbench Tony from Iron Man 3. And it's cool to have like a Tony Stark on the shelf, right? Not just.
I got one for you, Dean. Don't worry.
Don't they have the mech test?
Oh God!
Team suit, bro.
No.
Team suit.
No, I guess that does exist. You're not wrong.
They have the mech test.
Yeah, mech test. Yeah.
I think that's the one I have, right?
Okay.
From where he's working on the Mark 42.
Yeah.
Mark 1.
Oh, this one. Well, I guess I'm an idiot because I totally forgot this existed.
You said it. We didn't.
You're team suit, and you got this one, Dean.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have the Mark 5 suit up now, where you can just have them with.
Damn it!
Lael's
You know
getting
what?
that.
I'm out of here, guys. It's been fun. Yeah. No,
Cheeks for weeks, Dean.
Yeah, cheeks for weeks. I changed my name on the stream, but you don't have names up. Also, I'm going 3-0 on this one.
Oh.
Okay, forget I said Tony.
Okay,
All
fine.
right, go take 3-0 route.
Master Chief.
Oh, okay.
We need a good
Master
6
Chief?
scale Master Chief from Halo.
You don't know Master Chief colors?
No, I do. I'm just fucking with Dean.
Oh, I was
like,
your
Carlos,
nerd
no,
card's about to
come
be
on.
revoked, bro.
I love you so much already, and you make it hurt my heart. This figure is so fucking awful. It's not even funny, which is crazy because it's such an imposing figure. Like, he almost doesn't fit inside a DTOF. He's huge because Master Chief is like 8'5" or some shit. Like, he's a massive guy. So like, they nailed the scale, but dear Lord, is this figure awful. It has like this weird thick cloth undersuit, and it just will not even, you can't even have him hold the rifle because like his arms don't even work that way. It's terrible. But Master Chief is like one of my favorite characters ever, and he's just, this is so bad, and it hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Also, I would like a new Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, we're getting one in art.
Inart.
Inart. Okay.
Inart's doing
Yeah,
it.
because the one we got from 3-0.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
They're doing a
it's
Daenerys
also-
Targaryen.
Yeah, Inart's doing Daenerys, yeah.
Gotta get
I
me
might-
another one on that one, then.
Yeah,
I
there you go, Leo.
gotta get that one because I wanted
And
Daenerys.
they're going to do Jon Snow and all them too, but they're going to do
Definitely
Daenerys
gotta get
first.
Daenerys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daenerys
They're
should
gonna
be
do it
revealed this
But
year.
if they do the Jon Snow, are they going to have the Carlos head sculpt or are they going to have the regular hair sculpt?
See, I don't know.
Because
Carlos
if they
does
do the
look a lot like
Carlos
Jon
head
Snow.
sculpt, I'm not getting that shit, bro. I don't. Come on, man. That's going to be creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, good.
But
No,
Daenerys. See, there you go, Dean. So you might be on the Inart train after all. You didn't even know it, but Daenerys.
Well, yeah, Inart make Master Chief, I guess, because this is like a character I desperately want in my collection, 6 scale wise, and this is the only viable option, and it's awful.
House of Dragon is up.
Yeah, it came out
Yeah, it's
tonight,
on today. That's what I'm watching.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to watch that shit tomorrow. Supposedly it's good.
I gotta go.
Dude,
I'll see
and-
you guys. Good.
In the stream.
And
I'm
the
watching
stream there.
that shit.
I know my brother was texting me. I was like, dude, we got to watch it tomorrow.
Nice. I'm watching that shit
I'm gonna
tonight. As soon as I get off.
I think
So don't be surprised as soon as the show ends. I'll just be like,
I'm
all
going to
right,
buy
peace.
that goddamn
I'm
Iron
dipping.
Throne tonight. I just know it. That shit's on Sideshow for 10%
Dude,
off right now.
Inart's gonna do it, bro.
Inart's going to do an
Inart-
Iron Throne, you think?
I think so. Yeah.
But can it really be better, though? I don't know. We'll see.
Shut your ass up. You know it's gonna be better.
Yeah. So, those
But,
are
okay.
my-
So good choices
dude,
there,
I had no
Dean.
idea Daenerys was coming. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're doing Daenerys. She's on the
Yeah.
plan for this year for them, yeah.
Cool.
Hey, when you get a chance, Will, can you pull that list up again, bro? Whenever you
Yeah,
get a chance later
the
on.
Inart one?
Yeah, when you get a chance.
Yeah, let me
man.
address. I'll pull
go
that
ahead.
up while I address brother cousin super chat.
Hey, Daenerys.
Nice. See,
go.
brother
Yeah,
cousins.
I
Thanks
got
so
that.
much, Daddy cousins.
But
Thanks.
see,
We'll get 2.0.
I'm saying if we get that Carlos head sculpt, I'm not fucking with it.
Let's see.
Not doing that, bro.
Will,
Nah.
what dragon is behind you?
Drogon.
Drogon.
Oh,
He's gonna sell
Yeah,
it
Carlos.
to you soon. Don't worry.
Hold on.
no, you gotta sell it to me. I have all the 3-0 figures.
Dang.
No, I'm not selling it. It's been sold out. They only made 144 of them.
I
Because
told Will $1,200. I told Will $1,200, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I'm his
because
brother,
Inart's
so I'm
making
just
the
gonna
Game
go
of Thrones
try
line,
and-
so I'm gonna get the Iron Throne. I'm looking it up, Leo. Guys, will you just brother cousin super chat real quick while I try to find this list?
Brother Cousins, he said, I think we'll get 2.0s of all the original Avengers under the Endgame line. I hope not. Well, you know what? No. If they're going to do anything bro, give us a 2.0 version of the Infinity War Black Widow with the blonde hair. Give us because that one, the hair that hair was
That's not
awful.
Endgame. That's Infinity War.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if they were going to do anything from regard of the entire Infinity Saga,
Yeah.
that needs basically to be a it definitely needs to be a 2.0 on that one. Man.
I think Captain
Yeah.
America.
What about 2.0 Drax? We only got one.
Oh yeah, 2.0 Drax.
Not
I forgot
good.
about that. Yeah,
We're gonna
Bob
get
Dylan coming through in the clutch.
Bobby
Thanks so much,
D.
Bob Dylan.
You know Bob
I
D.
know, right?
He always comes through.
I don't want
with
to
us,
get
bro.
all this shit.
So
there's no way they make this Mira though, right? There's no way.
Yeah, see the Mira, they gotta end up canceling that. They gotta end up.
Yeah.
They may not though.
As John
make
and he said, well, that was we. So the way it works is that they get certain amount of figure or characters they can make, and at one point, if they keep adding, their cost for the license doesn't go up; it stays the same. So they just added Mira, and that was before she started appearing on the, on trial. So I'm assuming now.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean,
her and
it's
do a Catwoman. Come on.
Yeah. Well, this list, I mean, has a lot of. It's funny, like when they originally posted this list, I was like, maybe there's a few things. Now that I'm looking at the protos they put out, I'm like, God damn, I want like 3/4 of this list. Like, there's like Pennywise for sure. I got Daenerys. I'm gonna get Legolas, Gandalf, and Aragorn. I'm probably gonna get Christian Bale, Joaquin. So like half of this list, Ring Wraith, I'd probably be very interested in. You know, I don't know about you guys.
There's
what do you
only
think?
two. There's only two right now. Wonder Woman, Daenerys Targaryen. That'd probably be it for me. Unless that Ben Affleck Batman looks good. If that looks good, then I can definitely do something like that.
What about the Joaquin, Leo? No for you?
Nah, it's a no for me. I'm good. I don't, because the thing is, bro, I'm jokered out when it comes to just constantly seeing that Joaquin Joe. I know everybody wants it, but for me, I don't need it. I told you that from what we got from the Joker that we're getting from Inarts, that's the only one that I wanted. That's the only one that I wanted. Everything else, I'm good on.
And it's going to be super expensive too.
Yeah,
Joaquin,
because it has a LE, so it's going to be numbered, I think, compared to the other ones. I think it's.
No,
is
I
that
think
what
what John
that
said,
it's limited edition, right? So
yeah, so
I don't know. That Black Adam might be.
Yeah, the Black Adam could
might be
fire.
tempting. I don't know. We'll see. As long as it doesn't have a Carlos head sculpt, I'm good.
Sean dropped a good point. I agree. He said switch out Mira for Catwoman. That would make sense.
I know,
that would
right?
Yeah.
They should have did that shit, but again, it's an art, so I don't.
At this point, why?
Though, because Hot Toys is not making her, and neither is Inart. I don't think it's they don't want to. I think it's
maybe they had to work it out or something.
Maybe.
Doesn't
seem right.
Because I know Dinesh commented too about the Ring Wraith. I think that might be the first figure we get that's like a reasonable price because it has no head sculpt. So
see, that one can come with a Carlos head sculpt because he never takes off the hood.
You can swap it on. Carlos looks like a Ring Wraith. So, but guys, there's some like with Marco and Dean. Is there anything on this list that would jump out to you? That you think you're going to end up getting? Maybe Daenerys, Dean.
Definitely Daenerys.
I know he's gonna get that. I know he's gonna say that.
I do really, really want a Ring Wraith.
Everyone's gonna want my Drogon now at this point.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of third-party Ring Wraiths on order, and then so I think I want all 9. I want 9 Ring Wraiths.
That would be cool. Well, Asmus is making one too, but I would trust this one a lot more.
They're coming out. That one, I believe, is just a straight reissue of the original one.
I think they updated like the arms or something like that, the joints and stuff.
Oh, maybe that's a 2.0. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So eventually I want all 9 Ring Wraiths.
Nice. It's like $4,500.
Especially going with Inart for real. But yeah, definitely Daenerys.
So Marco, what about you? Is there anything out on here for you?
Yeah, like a scary amount of things that I'd want from this, but for sure Daenerys as well. I always want to call her Daenerys. Get that straight in my mind. And then when they do that Jon Snow, eventually, like, come on. I think the Harry Potter, though, honestly, and it's kind of a bummer because us collectors are never grateful. It's like I love that the current Harry Potter figures and the current Lord of the Ring figures were just like subpar, so I could pass on them. But now if we get Inart quality figures from those lines, it's like, oh man, well here you go, another line that I'm gonna feel like I want to collect. And so Harry Potter could actually be really dope. And
it could
Voldemort from that, like come on, that would be like
I just want to ban Riley, guys. Who's in Come on, bro. Come on, Riley.
I just want Harry Potter for him.
Lord of the Rings.
That's
now this.
Yeah.
We're doing a Harry Potter Christmas this year, man. So
nice.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna decorate the tree. We're gonna do everything Harry Potter in the crib, man.
You gonna get the figure layout?
Awesome.
You know what? Honestly, bro, if Inarts does it and it looks pretty good, bro, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Harry Potter fan. You know what I mean? So if they do it, Yeah, bro. I'm definitely. I read the
There's a
books.
lot
You
of
know what I
Potterheads
mean? I
out
read the books, bro. I mean, I just love the lore of it. And here's the thing, bro. Anytime you do a movie, and it's, I mean, I read the books before I saw the movie, but anytime you do a movie and you include John Williams, you already got my vote. Because the soundtrack
Yeah,
is what
right.
takes me through it, and I feel it, and it's more of a Christmassy type of feel with Harry Potter films. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm all in. I'm definitely. I would definitely, if they did they did all three. If they did Ron, Hermione, and Harry, definitely, bro.
I bet you they will,
consider
Leo.
it.
I
Yeah,
bet you
be
they will.
decent, be
Probably,
decent.
yeah. What'd you say, Carlos?
That's interesting that Leo likes Harry Potter, you know, because
Yeah, dude.
he doesn't look like you don't look like a virgin, so I don't know.
Wow.
Virgin.
Well,
But you're not surprised that I like Harry Potter. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
Carlos.
see, there you go.
You look like a virgin, though. You know what I mean?
Fuck outta
You're not
here,
the first person to say
My
that. So.
God.
See, Dean and Carlos are going to be
Dude,
BFFs.
where's Beskar kid when you need?
I know. Let's get Carlos's ass. Gigi's in the chat. So, guys, Carlos, with this list, are you getting like literally everything on it?
Dude, okay, let's go through it. I'm getting the Batman, not Mira, Black Adam. I have to see the movie, but probably no, just because from the trailer, I don't think I'm gonna like the movie, but who knows? Joaquin, yes. Ben Affleck, yes. Wonder Woman, yes. Superman, yes. Christian Bale, yes. Gandalf, no. I'm torn between Lord of the Rings because I kind of want those. Pennywise, no. Daenerys, yes. Harry Potter, fuck no. And then definitely not the Fall.
Bro, depending on the Paul they do, I'll want that one.
Yeah, I know
The
Leo
Paul
might look at
Atreides.
Paul. Yeah,
Yeah,
Leo might look at
I'd have
Paul.
to see it. I definitely got to
Yeah.
see it, bro. Because like I said, I'm a huge Dune fan, bro. But I want to see it first. I want to see the prototype first. Before I would even, if it doesn't look remotely, if it does not look like, KG, then I'm not getting it at all. It has to
KG,
look
that's a go.
exactly like KG the whole way through. It has to look like
Yeah.
KG.
Yeah, if I want him in his not the battle suit, but that like military dress shirt that he wears.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
That'd
the
be
look
decent.
I want. I don't.
I
Yeah.
would assume they'll probably
That'd
put
be
him in like the trench coat, right? Like that's
Yeah.
probably what they'll put him in.
They might, or they actually might give us the suit, itself. I mean, the battle suit. Who knows?
That design of that suit is incredible, and honestly, that's a
Yeah.
line that I'd want to support because if we got like an Oscar Isaac or Momoa from that,
Yeah.
it would be sick too.
That,
So.
yeah. that'd be
Yeah,
I really liked that
definitely.
movie. It was good. I really liked
Yeah, it was dope, bro. No, and it didn't have a Carlos head sculpt. So it was dope. Super
It
dope.
should, but I think the one thing we're going to want to see though is, since we all are kind of interested in the Game of Thrones stuff with Jon Snow. I know Carlos and I were talking about this. Do they do
Yeah.
Night's Watch or do they do season 7, season 8? I think they'll probably do season 7, season 8 because that's
I
more
hope
like
they don't.
iconic. But
Yeah, because it sucks so bad. Nobody wants
season
season
7
8.
was good. Season 8 sucks, but season 7 was good.
Season 7
my
was
point.
dope, bro. I love season 7. Season 8, the battle was decent. It's just the ending was just like, come
Yeah, it
on,
was
man. Like,
terrible.
what are y'all doing?
And look, I could go on a rant forever about that layout. Like, it makes sense for Danny to do that, but not that quickly. Like, it was
Not-
literally like overnight. She was like, yeah, just
Well, here's the thing, though, because I thought the same thing, and so basically I started doing a rewatch. Heading up to, House of Dragons, and there were subtle hints the entire. Because the thing is, she seemed to really be like, if you watch it, bro, all she wanted was for everybody to bend the knee, even like pressuring Jon Snow to bend the knee. Like her thirst, the power was all there. Like the power thirst was there. It was just the transition. The way they did the transition, I think it was poorly executed.
Yeah.
For a show that was so methodical, every little thing like had a lead up for her to flip a switch like that without more nuance. Yeah.
I think they needed a couple more episodes to show
Yeah,
a couple more
her
seasons. I feel
real
like.
transition.
No,
Yeah.
dude, because I think going into it, I was like, man, Game of Thrones can literally be the greatest show fucking ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And then season 8 comes out, dude. I almost fucked someone up. Whoever was next to me, I would have fucked them up. You know what I mean? So bad.
It was so disappointing. Yeah, it was up there. See, the first 7 seasons, it was like one of the best shows of all time, and then season 8 just like tanked it. Yeah,
They
And
tried to
what's
wrap
that,
it all
growing
up
my
to
hair
go.
out.
yeah.
What's the brother the dude in the wheelchair. What was his name?
Brand.
He fucking became king at the end, and that shit was
It's really shitty. Yeah, it's
dude,
really
I was
shitty.
like,
Who's got a better story than Bran? Literally everybody
Yeah,
else.
literally
What do you
anyone
mean?
sitting around this table right now.
Yeah.
And the showrunners were in a hurry to wrap it all up to go work on Star Wars, right? As speculation, they
I'm
got fired.
fucking
And then they got
so
fired for
glad.
that. And then they lost that
so
shit.
glad they got fired. You fucking assholes.
And
If
then
you're
they
watching
lost that.
this,
Well,
So-
HBO, I know HBO wanted to do 10 seasons and they were like, we'll give you all the money to do 10 seasons. And they should have. But then if they didn't want to do the show, they should have handed it off. Like instead of rushing it. Like hand it off to someone who wants to do it for the last 3 seasons. And it would have been great. But, you know.
yeah.
I know they got. I know
House
they
of Dragon
kicking
hopefully
their
going to make up for
ass.
it.
Yeah, hopefully it does, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause it was great. Because you know what's
we're
funny?
getting-
What's funny is that I had Drogon, and I was like, you know, these fucking 3-0 figures look so bad. And I'm sorry if the artist, like, I'm not trying to be, but it just looks so bad. And I was like, I'm gonna sell this fucking dragon. And then Inart comes in, and he fucking announced it, and I was like, fuck. And now Will is over here just fucking showing it off all the time to me. I'm like, I'm gonna get this Will. He just doesn't know it.
You could find one.
I will say the Jaime Lannister, the maybe not Arya, the Brienne,
Night King.
and the Night King, and what's his name, Tormund from 3-0.
Yeah, Tormund was good too.
Fucking incredible.
Jamie's
Yes,
really
they
good.
look good.
Carlos is tripping on that one. Yeah.
They look good, but the problem is that if Jon Snow and Daenerys look like shit, it just
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're not
doesn't
wrong
matter.
about Daenerys. The Jon Snow though, I got the fuck. What's it called? The third party head sculpt.
Carlos.
Nut, Carl,
I
nut
forgot the
something.
name of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nutting.
Oh,
some-
Nuts Piz.
Nut
Yeah, that
Piz,
was really
yeah.
good. I have it.
I put that head sculpt on the 1.0 John, but I was like, well, his hair is like a different. But at the end of season 8, he wears that exact same outfit with his fucking hair back. So it's like, yes. So now to me, I have the ultimate Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Is this Jon Snow? Absolutely not. I don't know what they were thinking.
Garbage.
This is terrible. I kind
the
of
head
just
sculpt.
want the body.
The rest of
but
it's
I
good though.
can't-
The outfit's good, and you know
The
rest
outfit's
of it.
good. The outfit, because I've owned these figures, and I had that nut. What's it
Yes.
called? Head sculpt. And I never thought it was that good. I thought it was okay.
Really?
But
pretty
good.
even
I mean,
if I thought it was
Compared
Okay.
to this, it's
Well,
fucking.
I mean, dude, my fucking unborn child's drawing is better than this shit. You know what I mean? But then there is Targaryen. It's like, dude, she just looks so bad, dude. I was like, there's no way I
Yeah,
can
they
have
really
this.
messed up Daenerys. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the two figures that really fucking matter, they completely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Jamie they nailed. You're right, Dean. on that
Bro,
one. Jamie,
the
Tormund.
Jamie, the Brienne, and the Tormund, I was like, these are works of art.
Yeah,
Especially the
Yeah,
Jamie. I think
Night,
the
Night
Jamie
King was
the
good.
best
I
one.
like Tormund too.
Night King was good. Yeah,
like
and
Tormund.
the White Walker's pretty good too. I sold that to Optical actually. So, but guys,
Yeah.
we are going to wrap it there. I know we got some other topics, but you know I'm going to save those I think for next week.
No doubt.
So
No doubt.
yeah, we got some good topics, but I want to go and jump around the panel here. Carlos, is there anything to start that you want to plug or anything that you want to, say or anything?
Well, thank you for having me as always. I would like to say if you guys need anything to store your figures, please go with ModuCase. ModuCase is the number one way to go. It's the best way to store your figures. 100% ModuCase the whole way. Thank you for having me, Will. Excited to be here next week too.
Dude,
Yeah.
thanks for joining, bro. And yeah, I'm going to be getting some Modu cases too. So I'm pretty excited about that. Carlos kind of
ModuCase the whole way.
Yeah, it kind of sold me on the idea. But Dean, Mr. Cheeks for Weeks, bro, what's going up on Collecting Weekly, man? You guys are just, you got some serious talent over there. What's going on?
Yeah, we're doing. Man, we just got packed weeks, man. We're doing our unboxing tomorrow. I don't know what we're unboxing. It's usually a statue or a Hot Toys. Tuesday is our main show. Wednesday we got After Dark. Marco's usually there with us on the main show and After Dark. Actually, I think Wednesday we're doing D&D because I'm going out of town Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, then we got Small Talk, which is all figures that aren't 6 scale, so anything under that. So like G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, whatever you're into. We got that on Thursdays. Friday, John does Collectors Club, which is statues and comics. Graded
Nice.
comics. I got my stack right here. If you're into that, tune in on Friday. But yeah, we got content all over the place. So come on down to Collecting Weekly.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining, Dean. Thanks to Carlos for joining
thanks
as
for having
well.
me, bro.
And Leal, bro, what's coming up on 1/6 scale, man? You know, also quarter scale, man. Maybe even half scale eventually. I guess we'll see.
Well, thanks for having me. Number one,
Thanks for joining.
tomorrow we got comic book talk with friends where we break down the first episode of She-Hulk, which I definitely love the show. So we're going to do that. And then Wednesday, of course, say what, depending on what we run into this week. That's why I love the show being on Wednesday, because we got 2 days to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely we're going to be doing that. Of course, Mega Flex Friday with the actual figures, with everybody actually just flexing their figures, their displays and stuff like that. We are moving on again. Next Sunday we'll have Collectors Lounge International. Also right now, of course, we're still running the Halloween initiative, whereas all proceeds, any super chats that we actually receive, go towards costumes for less fortunate children to be able to celebrate Halloween and go out and enjoy the festivities like everyone else. So we've partnered with the local children's, women's shelter, as well as Toya's school, Stilton High School. Basically, it's the Stilton Elementary, I believe. So we'll be helping out there as well. So anybody who's made a donation, we're going to actually have a card with their names on it, and it'll be stamped to the actual costume donated to a child, so they'll know where it came from, just to show the appreciation. Also, we'll be raffling off it was the Funky Coat Santa is donating his, he actually donated the Iron Scavenger from Jazz Inc. So it is the Vulture figure from Jazz Inc. that he actually donated. That's going to be going up for a raffle. So that'll be, later on this week. That actually goes up. So yeah, all proceeds for that go towards such a great cause. So, that's what we'll basically be doing. So yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah. Well, there's some seriously awesome things coming up, bro. So yeah, Carlos, go ahead.
I was going to say, how many costumes are you expecting, or you're trying to buy, I guess?
Bro, I'm donating as many as I can. As many as I definitely can between both the elementary school and the women's shelter, because the thing is, like I said, Toya, she just because she's just switched and she got the teaching job at that location, and sitting, and she got a chance to they did a drive around within the area, and it's some impoverished conditions, you know what I mean, and kids that can't really afford to do certain things. And like just looking at it kind of broke my heart when she was talking to me about it. So that was one of the key things of starting this whole initiative and getting it going. So that's why I wanted to start it earlier. So by mid-October, we'll go ahead and purchase all the costumes, get them ready, and give them out to the kids and stuff like that. So they'll have them. And they've already been notified about, what we're doing right now. So again, we're just trying to take in as many costumes as we can, man. Anything that we actually get, we'll buy them out. And also, like I said, for me, so everybody knows where it's going. I'm taking photos of everything that we purchase, and also the names are going to be attached on it in each individual costume, so everybody knows. And yeah, that's what we're doing, man.
Nice.
Cool,
that
man.
sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously. So I got to get up with you about, donating to that. Yeah. Cause I'll get up with you. I'll hit you with PayPal or something.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just so we can do something like non super chat. Like, I think it was,
Yeah.
Sean was saying that or somebody.
Yeah. They do. We know they take a percentage. That's just basically what they do. But I'm just saying, like any super chat that I get, I'm throwing that all in. Everything that we get through super chat is going definitely towards that, because I'd rather go towards a good cause than to a damn figure or anything else.
Yeah, right.
Figures we can get, we know we can get on our own, but when it comes to like these kids, that's what I appreciate more. So that, like I said, always during the holiday season, I like to start those things, especially for Halloween. We didn't do it for Halloween last year, and I don't think it's been done for Halloween like that, especially through this particular platform. But I want to, do that. We always do something for Thanksgiving. We always do something for Christmas, especially during the holiday season. I want to get back that way. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. So Marco. Thanks, of course, Leal. Thank you for joining, man. As always, I appreciate it, man.
Always, man.
And Marco, to wrap things up, man, what's coming up on 1/6 Fix? You got some She Said No podcast. What's coming up?
First of all, Will, thank you for having me. This was an awesome time per usual. But yeah, we do want to record another episode of the podcast here soon. But Gigi's back in school, so those come few and far between. But I know people enjoy them when they do drop. So look for that in the next few weeks. Also, I will say, I know we talked about it a lot today, but if you're still on the fence about the Inart Batman or the Hot Toys version, I dropped a video that kind of breaks down all the different SKUs and kind of my thought process on, what I went through and kind of which way I'm going in terms of buying those figures. So yeah, go check that out. I've been, got a lot of positive feedback from that video. I try to be as analytical as possible, which isn't always the most exciting, but people seem to enjoy that process. So I'll be doing more of those. Obviously, check me out on Collecting Weekly pretty much every Tuesday. So we'll have a lot to talk about this week. So looking forward to that one. Also, LWO, launched that with 6-scale reviews and with El Profesoro and with P-Rock.
Oh,
so this week it'll be on P-Rock's channel on Friday. I won't be there again, but, it's just travel season right now. But the last stream they did, a lot of really great feedback from the community. People are enjoying those streams. So something that we're going to keep doing either on Thursdays or Fridays. And yeah, just have just stupid fun over there. So, and then, hoping to do a Bargain Bin Bros stream at some point this week if I can find the time. I don't know, fantasy football season is starting, so I got to study up for a few drafts coming up here. So we'll see if we can squeeze it in.
Carlos joined my league, Marco. So
really?
Okay. I got Carlos and Optical in there. So
that's awesome. All
Marco,
right.
Marco, you stream with Mario?
Yeah, every now and then.
Oh, why?
Why?
No,
he is a beard god, though.
He's such a hype beast. It's hard sometimes. Someone's got to keep him in check, So,
Carlos, he said all are welcome except Carlos.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. But guys, thanks so much for joining, Marco. I appreciate it, man. I know it was last minute, you and Dean both, so I really appreciate it, man. So
anytime.
Thanks both of you guys. And guys, thanks to everyone for watching. As always, it's so humbling and great just to have you guys be supportive and just communicate and engage. It's always a blast to, hang out and just talk figures and shoot the shit, Talk about how we all hate season 8 of Game of Thrones. So, that's always fun. But guys, we got this show. Yeah, exactly. Guys, Cheeks for Weeks. We got this show every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we got Lights Camera Collect every Friday. We just did a show this Friday. If you guys haven't checked it out already, with Riley and Carlos and myself. So that was a lot of fun. Not sure who's going to be on next week, but it'll be a blast, I'm sure. Like I said, guys, be on the lookout. There'll be some more videos dropping on this channel. And, of course, all of these guys, great YouTube channels with some great content out there. And all I can say is thanks so much for joining. Bye, guys. Peace out. See you in the next one. Enjoy House of Dragon and all the other shit coming out. Bye.
Yes.